It appears that once again my immune system is about as effective as a chocolate kettle or an inflatable dartboard. I got back from Star Wars Celebration last week, and ever since then I've obviously caught something from the hundreds of thousands of people there, and I've just been run down with man flu or cold. So I do apologise in advance for my voice, because I know I do sound a little bit groggy, but the show must go on. And yesterday Battlefield did a live stream kind of outlining what their plans are for the first big patch in the spring update, which is coming soon. No confirmed date yet, but I think this is the first of the initiatives to do monthly updates for the game. So if any jarring things come up like bugs or imbalances, then hopefully the team at DICE Stockholm and DICE LA can get it patched and fixed up within a month, which is great. There was a load of information dropped in this live stream, and I just made some bullet points from it. So we're going to go through it now, the important stuff and what matters the most. So first up, some changes to the rent-a-server program. You can now put a password on your private servers, so that means that if you want to just test stuff out with friends or maybe try and run a little tournament or something, you can do that with a password without living in fear of someone coming along and ruining everything. Unfortunately, you still need a minimum of 6 players to start the match. This really should be 1, because there's a lot of content creators out there and just everyday players who would like to just start a game on their own and look around and have a bit of a muck about. So I don't know why they've left it at 6. Apparently it's not as simple as just changing the number to 1, but this is something that DICE are looking to update in the future, and you'll be able to start a match with 1 player eventually, fingers crossed. If you're in control of the server as well, you'll also be able to add VIP slots. So if you've got some friends that you play with more often than not and there's a big queue on the server, then they're going to get priority even if there's a queue, and still get in if they're on the VIP list. Multiple admins are available as well. The spring patch is going to be a mandatory download, which is free for everyone. So I guess that means if they do stuff like premium friends again, it kind of enables them to deliver content to everyone, because everyone's got the patch and all the content already downloaded. Platoons are coming back in BF1 as well with the spring update. Platoons were pretty exciting in BF4, and now they're coming across to BF1. And you can have different ranks in the platoon as well, so some people as lieutenant, sergeant, admins, etc. And this is DICE trying to update a focus on enhancing team play. So some of the little ways they're doing that, for example, if all of the members of a squad are in a platoon together, then the squad is going to be renamed to the name of the platoon. That's my understanding of it. And this is pretty cool. If you go and capture a flag with a lot of members of your platoon, then whichever platoon contributed the most to capturing the flag will actually get their platoon emblem displayed on the flag in-game for everybody to see. Lots of changes to vehicles and grenades and all sorts of stuff in here too. For vehicles, DICE have been monitoring airplanes in the game, and they found that they were super efficient at killing everything and also super efficient at surviving. So planes were in a situation where they were definitely overpowered, and you didn't really need to be a pro pilot to go like 60-0, especially something like the trench fighter. So in this patch, DICE have tuned down the killing ability and sustainability of planes, and that means that they're going to take more damage from anti-air guns and also small arms fire. So if you're an infantryman on the ground and you're having to deal with planes flying and killing you all the time, just fire a few bullets at them and you're going to find that you'll do a lot more damage than you used to. So planes are no longer going to be the monsters that they were and have been for a while, but still very good if you've got a good pilot in them. General fixes for the UI, which means in-game and out-game menus are going to be more responsive and faster, and they should just feel better overall. The next one is quite interesting, and I think it's going to have quite a profound effect on the game. Apparently an analyst at DICE has been looking at every single map in the game and studying all the statistics, who wins the most, who loses, what flags are the most contended, what flags are the easiest to take or more regularly occupied by one team or another, who's dying from stationary guns and where, or grenades. So across the board, based on that statistical data, there's going to be a whole load of balance tweaks to certain maps and game modes. Operations apparently suffered from the most imbalance, and that's the mode that's received the most love and tweaking in this update. So that's like blocking off paths, changing capture radiuses, etc. There's no actual geometry changes in the game or height map changes, for example, but what they've done in certain game modes like Operations, Frontlines, Conquest is reduce number of vehicles like the tanks, etc. on certain maps, or hero kit spawn delays, cap radiuses. So across the board, it should just be a much more balanced experience. And talking about Frontlines, there was a bug when it released that meant that the games could go on forever. Apparently 3.5 hours is the maximum amount of time that DICE recorded for a game, which is insane. So if you were one of the people that played in that, then congratulations. But now the maximum for Frontlines is 40 minutes. Weapons and gadgets next. It's all part of this Ammo 2.0 initiative, and they've been tweaked a bit, and you'll no longer get a grenade out of thin air anymore. So when They Shall Not Pass released, there was a patch released into the game that meant that after a certain amount of time you would magically get a grenade back. But now that's been removed from the game, and the only way to get a grenade back is via an ammo pouch or an ammo crate for resupply. So the way it works is, as soon as you throw a grenade, the timer till you can get your next grenade starts ticking down. So if you wait, let's say 45 seconds and then go to an ammo crate or an ammo pouch, you'll instantly get a grenade back. But if you want to get a grenade back sooner than that, you can speed that timer up by standing next to an ammo pouch or ammo crate. I've been playing a little bit in the CTE, and I think at the moment the grenade spam is a lot way better than it is in the vanilla version of the game. So I'm really looking forward to them bringing all of those changes across and bringing the focus of the game back to the gunplay rather than the explosive spam, which quite frankly sucks. Some of the changes here too: when repairing a tank, you're going to see the progress bar now. Something for console gamers here: stick aiming acceleration is going to be back in the game for console players. Apparently that was in BF4, but now it's going to be in BF1 too. It's not a setting that I know or use because I don't really play on console, but I'm sure that some people requested that, and now you can change that. In terms of netcode, apparently DICE have made lots of big sweeping improvements there, and I think this is going to be a bit controversial, but I don't know in reality how often we're going to see it now. So in the game since launch, if you get killed and you had a bullet flying in the air that you fired, then that bullet would be deleted. So kill trades were impossible. But now, with this spring update, when it releases, they're going to actually make it so if you fire a few shots off and the projectiles are still travelling and then die, those bullets that are flying in the air will no longer be deleted. Therefore, those projectiles are going to live in the world, and there's a chance that if they hit a target and do enough damage, then they're going to kill the person that killed you. So that's effectively a kill trade. Now DICE have said that they're going to look at the balance of this, and they know it's controversial and will possibly tweak it based on the feedback that we give, because I know that kill trades can sometimes be very annoying and you just blame it on the netcode, and I think that that's what's going to happen here rather than an intentional gameplay design thing being celebrated. But hopefully now, because of these monthly updates, the team can be much more reactive. All official servers have map voting turned on now, so that's at the end of the round where you can vote between a couple of maps. Medics can now display their intent. If you're playing as a medic and you see a dead teammate on the floor, which is revivable, the little revive icon, you can actually spot that revive icon to demonstrate your intent to the player, so maybe they won't be as inclined to skip straight away, so they're going to know that there's a medic coming for them and they'll hopefully be revived and get back into the fight straight away rather than having to respawn and cost your team. There's a load of new dog tags, weapon assignments and ribbons, and you'll see all those on the screen now. 4 new weapon variants as well: the Hellregal Defensive, the Selp-Slader 1906 Sniper, the Huot Automatic Optical, and the Martini Henry Sniper. And like I said, you'll be able to unlock all of those with assignments. Loads more ribbons based on promoting teamwork and PTFO gameplay, so that's stuff like spotting, resupplying, dropping meds, reviving, etc. There's going to be 5 new dog tags in the game: Battlefest 2017, Sakura and Murata, the Regimental Stein, the Play to Give dog tag, and I'm sure there'll be some more Easter egg dog tags because the developers have been kind of hinting that there's a lot more Easter egg stuff coming in the latest patch. Bayonet charging and the whole system is being looked at by DICE as well. They know that a lot of players find that very annoying when people can just trigger a bayonet charge and turn on a sixpence and kill you, so that's being looked into. They're also addressing operations quick player matchmaking, because my personal experience and others over the last couple of months or so has been that you'll just click quick play operations and it will more often than not just put you on a lobby on your own, and it will never find a game, which is especially annoying. Hardcore gameplay rolled out servers to support all They Shall Not Pass hardcore modes, TDM, Frontlines, etc. And if you haven't been keeping up to date with the CTE, you'll know that they're currently testing the new night map, Novell Nights, on the community test environment in the Frontlines game mode. So that's pretty much it for the update. I hope that gave you a good rundown of everything that's coming. As I said at the start of the video, we've got no date yet for this, but I imagine it's going to be pretty soon considering that they just did the live stream. As always, let me know your thoughts down in the comments on these changes down below. As I said before, I do apologise for my voice. I know I sound really rough at the moment, but I wanted to do a video on this and get it out there because I think there's a lot of great updates and information in there that you guys might find interesting. Thank you so much for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the video, give me a thumbs up. If you didn't, a thumbs down. Subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next one.